Mute their mic.
All right, so my screen share. No, it's not. All right, so
Angelique, I'm gonna mute
as we
your
can
mic.
see, we're obviously in the higher time frame uptrend on the daily. We jump down to the 4 hour. We started market maker sell model. Now the reason I got these lines right here, these are all draw liquidities if I want us to go lower because we did have a 4 hour shift with a gap on the hourly time frame. We were tested and we start going down. Now the reason I say I want us to have a deep retracement, and as you can see, we opened up with no bottom wick on the daily candle already. So we obviously ran up, opened up and ran up first. So if you know anything about breaking down the daily candle, open, high, low, we're looking at a temporary bearish day looking forward unless we come back before and close below and go back up. But as of right now, we have open high and then next is low. So these will be my draw liquidities. If I was to take any positions, I want to see us go under the true day or true week opening price and putting that low before reversing. I want to see us come down here into right here at these 23,500 and 23,400 ish in between here to put in the low of the week if we are going in higher. The reason I'm confident with us going lower is because we have a daily SMT, between NQ, ES, and YM. Um, I'm pretty sure y'all can see where the SMT is, but for the ones who for the ones who can't, I'm going to explain the SMT that I see. So usually, a lot of people go off the wicks of the SMT. So if you was to look at it with the wicks, there wouldn't be an SMT between the indices because they all put in a new high. But for me, I'm a reversal trader, so I would need to see some type of SMT before I can choose my direction for the week. So if we go back, so as you can see, we're gonna go here. Oops, we're gonna hide all the drawings first. Can I hide them? So we're gonna hide all the drawings. So we're gonna go to settings. We're gonna go to the symbol, turn off the wicks. Okay, so now we're just looking at naked price action. We're not looking at the wicks or anything anymore. So if you look at on NQ, we put in a new high. ES, we put in a new high. YM, we put in a new low. So this is called a hidden SMT for the ones who don't know. It's where you go off the bodies of the candle and you see an SMT between that. There's always going to be an SMT somewhere, whether it's in the wicks or the bodies of the candle. But as of right now, we have an SMT on the daily time frame with the 30 window look back between all the indices. So that's one of the reasons I want us to drop for a little minute or have a nice deep retracement for London, at least because we got that higher time frame hitting the SMT. We go down to the 4 hour. Let me put my wicks back on. So we got a shift on the 4 hour time frame. We inverse this fair value gap right here. We putting in new higher lows and lower highs on the 4 hour. I got my deviations on. Once again, this is where I want us to drop into, sweeping this sell side liquidity, falling to the -2, and reversing off under the true month opening. Another reason I'm confident in us dropping is because the SMT is above the true month opening for this month of August. We got an SMT above, so I want to see us push at least below. We already did once, but I want to see us make a deeper low under the true month opening before going back up in price. Go down to the 1 hour. On top of the higher time from SMT, we have another hourly SMT between the indices. So ES put in a new high, NQ put in a new low, YM put in a new high. So we got two different time frame SMTs, time frame alignment SMTs that's making me want to go shorter. I haven't seen any lower time frame SMTs for us to go higher right now. So as of right now, I'm only looking at lower price action. And like I said, these lines are just to sell side liquidity on the higher time frame. The goal is higher time frame analysis, lower time frame entries. When you get lower time frame entries, you want to get higher time frame targets. So let's say when I took these shorts, I made a video on it too, but I took these shorts um, Friday. You go on the hourly time frame. All I did was target the hourly loadouts right here, and it just so happened to be the previous day lows. So I like to get my entries on a 5 minute, 3 minute, 1 minute, sometimes a 15-second time frame, and I'm targeting higher time frames to for my draw liquidity and etc. Um, I don't think we have no news. So because the simple fact we have no news until later down the line when Powell speaking shit, I'm not expecting no type of crazy moves or any type of crazy manipulation. I'm really just expecting expansion to the whether it's down or up, whether I'm right or wrong, just straight expansion until the manipulation come into play. That's when Powell speak and stuff towards the end of the week or whatever news we got. That's towards the end of the week, so I'm not too much worried about that stuff. Another thing is a lot of y'all be asking about like daily bias and stuff like that. But y'all need to realize all the market is doing is going from a high to a low, right? So I just make it sound fancy when I'm telling y'all, oh, I want price to fall into the -2 or this down these lows down here. All price does is it's seeking liquidity. So, for example,
Just for the wrong men. I'm just glad to see you doing good and finally getting what's yours. Oh, don't worry.
let me draw that better and put in more effort.
It's an
Oh my god.
Cheers.
So let's say we got an uptrend and we're sitting right here. This is current price right here. And we have an untapped fair value gap on a higher time frame that's right here. If y'all go through my analysis, I'm literally only telling y'all, oh, we're going to go down here into this untapped fair value gap. And that's because it's resting orders of liquidity sitting in this area. So price is obviously going to drop lower to go back higher. Or vice versa, if price is in a downtrend and we leave a fair value gap behind at the highs, in order to go lower, price has to seek more liquidity to continue down. So this is an unmitigated fair value gap. It's going to seek this as liquidity and then continue down to the downside. And then we would enter up here, use this as your take profit or a higher time frame draw liquidity. And it's as simple as that. So I wouldn't even call what I do daily bias. It's more so just knowing where the market want to go. If you know where the market wants to go, if you know where the market want to go, that's all you need. You don't need to try to predict the week, predict the day. You don't need to try to predict the month or like who cares. I feel like that's only for people who wants to sell a service, sell a Discord, do mentorship. Those are the people who should be like trying to predict in the future. But for you regular people, let me not say regular people. That's not racist. That's not crazy. For people who's not trying to sell a service and they just want to trade to make their money, y'all don't need to worry about predicting or where the market wants to go. As long as you got a sense of where it's gonna go, you're fine. You're trading this. You're not trading this. Like I think where's the video at? I think I called out the low in the video. Am I on Instagram? So in the video, right? For example.
Yeah, I mean, look, you can't trust the people you work with.
Where did I get it at? Let me see. Hold on.
That being said, I need to be in the loop. Everything that's going on, man. While you're here, I'm aware of it. You can sort out your problem.
One second.
Shutting down that pipeline. Hold on. You don't want to do that. We always rise to the occasion. Local cannot wars. Fortunately, locals dead. Black. Carbon. Rival cartel. Wait, so.
Wow. Alright, so I just sent a screenshot in the chat. Y'all can go look. I sent it in the video. So I got in the video when it was $98.93, right? And I posted that on Instagram because I wanted to show them that I'm calling out the low of the whole year. So as y'all can see, it's showing that I bought in on my individual account. Well, that's really my son account. Bought in on my son account at $98.93. We go down here. Let's find $98.93. I caught out the low in the video. Why did I try to get in at the low? It's, who cares about getting in at the low? But because I sell a service, because I sell a Discord, mentorship, whatever you want to call it, I have to perform like this. Obviously, this line right here was my TP. We ran higher. I wish I held, but I didn't. But I caught out the low and it stopped. And that stuff, that performance-wise, that stuff is very, very needed in order to promote myself and stuff like that. But the rest of y'all, this is what you're focused on. These sessions. You're not focused on swinging. You're not focused on holding from here to up here. If you can just find a setup within a certain window of time, which whether it's London, y'all be trading Asia, so sadly, but whatever, if it's Asian, London, New York, as long as you can find a sense of direction in one of these, y'all are fine. There's no need to try to. It does not make sense for us to be back here in price. Let's say hypothetically, we back here, and you're trying to predict the whole month out. There's no point in y'all trying to do that. So just come in and approach the market on a day-by-day basis and figure out what plan works for you, what strategy works for you, and whatnot. And you perform and execute, and you'll be good.
I see.
So overall, I want us to have a deep retracement. As I said earlier, we got two forms of SMTs at the highs. And that's really, really simple. If we do retrace, I gave y'all my area where I want us to reverse at. That would be -2, -2.5 area. Same with ES and NQ. ES2. Since they in sync, I don't have to do an analysis on ES. It's the same thing, so I don't have to do it. Now, the only thing I'll have to do a separate analysis on is YM, because that's where we have the SMT at. But because I don't trade YM, I just use it when these two are in sync. Whenever ES and NQ is in sync, that's when I pull up YM. Other than that, it can be deleted, and I just focus on ES and NQ. And that's really it. Where price wants to go. And I can't hear y'all, so y'all got any questions or anything, y'all gotta text it. I'll text my phone or whatever. But that's it for my weekly analysis. Any questions? Any ideas of what y'all think? And we kind of in no man's land right now. We don't know what's gonna happen. We keep creating all-time highs. So I would take this analysis, whatever you think, and take it with a grain of salt. Because we can obviously break higher if price wanted to, or we can break lower if price wanted to. It's gonna do whatever it want. As long as you got a sense of direction, looking for either weekly wick or if I would hit too short down. Yeah, I don't even use the wicks. I ain't gonna lie. I just probably need to. Nah, I ain't gonna change it what I do. Oh, okay. Oh, y'all can see why. Yep. And then obviously you just come on here while you draw liquidity on lowers. Yeah. But I for sure want shorter. As long as we don't get a pose on SMT, which we do got right now, that's all we going. That's crazy. Ooh. Damn, that kind of just shifted. What the fuck I was thinking. I'm gonna show y'all one more thing and I'm gonna get off here. Just so y'all can take back in Philly. And I'm not gonna show no examples because y'all can really go back test this. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Alright, so we know every trade starts off and ends with an SMT, right? So let's say all right, let's say boom, you got your entry right here. You in longs. Stop loss at the lows. You're gonna target your highs, right? All right. Let's say TP hit. Boom, boom. You out the trade. You see another SMT being made. So you got SMT down here and the SMT down here. Once you get in position for these shorts, draw it out so it can look good to y'all. We got a shift, a gap. So this is going to be your shift. This is going to be your gap right here. Once you go short, stop loss at the highs. No matter how far it is, no matter what time frame you're on, you can use this old SMT as a draw liquidity. So once you get in on one SMT and take it and CP hit, another one is formed. You can use, after you get in right here, you can target this old SMT as a take profit. No matter how far it is, how low it is, you can use two different SMTs to target your take profit, and that's what I'll be doing. So that's another reason why I'll be holding so long for as much as I do. Let me see. I think it was an SMT. My trade from back here. 15-minute time frame. All right, so boom. This ES trade. Hold on, let me make sure I'm making sense when I do this. All right, so we had an SMT right here. London put in a new low between the previous sessions. We look on ES, it put in a new high from the previous day. So this is the first SMT. I got in shorts around, it's on my Instagram, but I got in shorts somewhere in this area. That's because I did the standard deviations right here. Boom, -2 aligns up to the Asian session expanding. -2 came into play. Boom, dropped down to a 1 minute time frame. You got a 1 minute breaker right here, and you have a fair value gap right here. This is where I got in at. So we had our first SMT, which is right here at the highs. That's why we had the SMT shift gap, the whole shebang. Then we came down after my TP hit, and we created another SMT, which was, where is it at? So we made equal lows on YM. Once again, if you turn off the wicks, equal lows between the bodies. ES put in a new high, and NQ put in a new high. So I'm looking for price to expand for London session. We expand, the obvious that I've been telling y'all for the last, since y'all met me. Expand, retrace, expand the previous day highs. Once at the previous day highs, SMT used as a draw liquidity. Now, if it don't play out like this, we're gonna erase this. It's gonna play out like this. Come down here, SMT, boom. We're gonna accumulate, re-expand, reverse from New York, and then re-expand again. So it's either gonna do what I always said do, where expand, retrace, expand to the draw liquidity, which is previous day highs, SMTs, or we gonna expand. Or we gonna expand, take out the lows, cause another SMT, and then just slowly bear crawl up. It's gonna be ugly, but it's gonna get there. And take out this old SMT. So that's my thought for tomorrow's daily candle. But like I said, take it with a grain of salt. But I'm pretty confident in us coming to take out this old SMT up here, along with previous day highs. And that's it for my analysis. If y'all got any questions, y'all gotta text it, because I don't have my mic I'm in Atlanta right now. What? I don't got my mic with my PC down here. So I'm gonna sit on here for like 5 minutes before I get up off here. Nigga finna go to the club. Not just like, bro, I'm not finna. I don't know. I'm really in the crib for the night. I just dropped my son off. Everybody's telling me to come outside, but I just got this gut feeling telling me not to go outside. Cause I don't be going out and drinking and shit. Cause I've been needing to be self-aware and all that. But I don't know. Might dip my toe outside and you feel me? I don't know. Yeah, you're right. I'd probably stay in the crib.
Hey
Sunday
Mario,
night.
yo, yeah, he can't even hear me.
Let me know if you pop out.
Hey, y'all watch out for the
I'll push my flight back and all back home.
semiconductors.
So
They had news with China, so that may give a narrative for NQ to drop as well.
I ain't even check YouTube. Hold on. Chick. Let me join on my phone so I can hear Chris. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Hello? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, no, I was just saying too, man. We got news about with China and the semiconductors. So I think they're going back with being strict with the imports of the chips, and that can be a narrative for NQ to drop as well. You know, because all the semiconductors in QQQ. So
Yeah.
just wanted to say that.
Shit show.
Last time that happened, NVIDIA, AMD. Yeah, last time that happened, NVIDIA lost about 20, 30 billion just off that China headline. So, yeah, man. So that might play a role with NQ dropping as well. That's all I have.
Okay. But I think we all. Oh, go ahead, Chris.
Hey, one more thing.